Greetings, my young engineers. Today we're going to learn about isometric drawings. So our learning goal today is to develop a technique of sketching that engineers use every day. They use a couple sketching techniques, but one of them is called an isometric drawing. Here's a picture of an isometric drawing. I don't know if you notice, sometimes when you do a drawing, it's two-dimensional. You can just see like one side and maybe another one at a time. With isometric drawings, it's 3D drawings. You can see three sides at one time. So if you look right here, I can see the front, I can see the top, and I can see the side of this drawing all at one time. What's cool is that the lines on the paper, like if you look at it like graph paper, they have a 30-degree angle lines. So there's two of them there, and then there's one going up there. So here's a picture of isometric paper. So take a look at yours, or take a look at this one. Can you see those lines, again, that are at an angle? There's 30 degrees there, a 30-degree angle there, and that line going up right there. So this way, it's a lot easier for engineers to do 3D drawings. Here's a picture of a 3D drawing done on isometric paper. So again, I can see the front of this piece. I can see the top right here, TOP. I can see the top, and this is also the top. And then I can see the side, all in one drawing. So what I'd like for you to do right now for 5 points is to take some notes with me. And then I want you to upload your notes into Google Classroom. So I wrote you a note right here. You're going to copy down notes with me onto your graph paper. You're going to take a picture of your notes. You're going to upload it to Google Classroom so I can give you 5 points. So let's start taking our notes. If I go too fast, just pause and then you can resume when you get caught up. So I'm going to title my paper Isometric Drawing, or you can write sketches, notes. Sorry about the quality of my penmanship. By Miss. And you're not going to put by Miss, you're going to put by and put your name. So a couple points. So one bullet point. Isometric drawings are 3D drawings. Another bullet point. You can see 3 views at one time. Example, I can see the top, the front, and the side all at once. When you start with drawing isometric drawings, which you're going to do in a little bit, you always start in the corner. So I'm going to go right here on my notes, start with a dot. And then you draw one side. So let's say we're going to call this the length of that object, length. So we're going to see the front to the back. And of course, you know that that is a 30-degree angle. And then you're going to do the height. That's height, which is going to help you draw the top to the bottom. And then you do the side, which is the width of your object. So it's side to side. And this is how you start. Let me run through that again. You're going to start with a point. You're going to draw this line, this, and this is how you start an isometric drawing. And then you finish the shape all around that. So think of that as your starting point. That's the end of these notes. What you're going to do again is take a picture of what you wrote on your graph paper. You're going to upload that into Google Classroom, and I'm going to give you points for that. Then you're going to start the second task. So the second task is going to be you using your isometric paper. So on your isometric paper, make sure that it's set up this direction, portrait. The staple will be right up here. So it's going like long ways, like this. Whoops, let me just draw it. Your paper's positioned this way. All right. We're going to use that, and I want you to draw a couple things. But before we do that, I want you to focus on this corner right here on your paper. Take a look at it and see if you can see a cube. Do you see a cube there? Now think about what I talked about before. You have a point and you have a line going that way for the front, the side, and the height. Look for that. Do you see that on that paper there? So right there, there's my point. I see a line there. I see the height. I see the side. Do you see the cube yet? Look at that. Do you see the cube? You should. I hope you do. Don't worry about tracing that right now. I just want you to see it in your mind's eye. Okay, what we're going to do is you're going to be going to the design and modeling website to get the assignment details, what I want you to draw. So that is in Google Classroom. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And again, we are doing those isometric drawings and shapes. You are going to be making some drawings. And remember, I can see the top, the front, and the side when I look at your drawings. So these are pretty much like the notes I just talked about right now in class. But I do want you to focus on some pro tips. Don't press hard with your pencil. Do it light. If you go dark right away and you make a mistake and you try to erase, it just makes it real difficult. So have a light touch with your pencil when you're sketching it out. When you're happy with what you've drawn, then go through it with dark lines, and be great if you can use a ruler so that they're nice and straight. Okay, we just completed task 1, which was the notes. I want you to start task 2. For task 2, it's not pretty long, but there's a couple things in there. All you have to do for task 2 right now today is to draw this cube and this Jenga block for today's lesson. So I want you to draw the wooden block and the wooden Jenga cube using the isometric paper. So on the website, if you scroll down a little more, which I can't hear because this is just a picture, you're going to see a video on how to draw the cube and how to draw the Jenga piece. And you're also going to see examples of my drawings that are done. All right, so follow along with those videos. Once you're done, I want you to, again, upload. You're going to upload a picture of the cube and the Jenga piece for today. Tomorrow you will finish the rest of the drawings. And you will just work on isometric drawings the rest of the week. But today's goal is to do task 1, which is the notes, and half of task 2. If you have any questions, please email me. Do not hesitate. I will gladly help you out. Okay? Thanks for listening, guys.